Welding a flat plate to a round rod can be tricky. If you just try to tack the edge directly, there's not enough surface area for a strong bond. As you can see here, without proper preparation, the joint snaps right off with almost no effort. To fix this, we need to create a bevel. First, mark the contact area where the plate meets the rod. Then, use a grinder to shave down the edge at an angle. This creates a groove that allows for much deeper weld penetration and a larger surface area for the metal to fuse. Now, fit the beveled edge against the rod. Notice how it sits much tighter now. Secure the piece with a strong tack weld on both ends. This ensures the plate stays perfectly aligned and doesn't warp or shift while you're laying down the main bead. Now we start the root pass. Keep a steady hand and maintain a consistent arc length. You want the filler metal to flow directly into that beveled groove we just ground out. This step is what creates the structural integrity of the joint, fusing the two pieces into one solid unit. Once the first pass is complete, let it cool slightly and chip away the slag. You can see the difference already. The metal is actually inside the plate now, rather than just sitting on top of it. But to make it even stronger, we're going to add a cover pass. For this second pass, use a slight weaving motion with the electrode. This spreads the molten metal across the joint, creating a wider, reinforced bead. Watch the edges to make sure the metal is wetting in properly to both the rod and the plate for a smooth, professional finish. And there's the final result. By taking the time to bevel the edge, we've created a clean, incredibly strong weld that looks great and won't be breaking anytime soon. Remember, in welding, the preparation is just as important as the spark. Start by positioning your two metal pieces. Tack them firmly in place at both ends to prevent warping. Chip away the slag and give it a quick brush to clean the surface. Now, lay down your weld bead along the joint. While it might look okay after cleaning, this simple butt weld doesn't offer the best penetration, especially when joining plates of different thicknesses. Let's do it the right way. First, grind off that previous weld. To ensure a much stronger bond, we need to bevel the edge of the plate. Use your grinder to create a smooth angle on the contact edge. This preparation is the key difference between a DIY project and professional grade work. Fit the beveled plate back into position. You'll notice a natural V groove now. Tack it again to hold everything steady. Now, take your grinder and cut a small channel right into that groove between those tacks. This ensures the weld can penetrate all the way through, fusing the entire thickness of the metal. Time for the main weld. Focus on filling that groove evenly. You'll notice the arc is much more stable as the molten metal flows into the prep work. Once you're finished, chip off the slag and give it a brush. Look at that! The weld is deep and fully integrated with both pieces, creating a much stronger structural bond. To add even more strength and a cleaner finish, we'll lay down a second cover pass. Use a steady weaving motion with your electrode to cover the entire width of the joint. This reinforces the weld and creates that classic stacked dimes look. After a final cleanup, you can see the results. A rock-solid, professional weld that's built to last.